Hey, welcome back to the three-step money reset. This is step 3, the moves. In this one, we want to increase predictability. We're going to jump to the dashboard, and I just wanted to quickly review the probability of success. We've got investments, bank accounts, real estate, loans, expenses, and we've also put in what we're contributing to these investment vehicles. This person's 35. They are saving 5% into their 401k, getting a match. They're maxing out their backdoor Roth, and they're saving $6,000 a year into their brokerage account. If they add that every year until age 65, that's 30 years of consistency, no days off. This will work out. Make sense? Cool. So I picked up on something that I missed last time, and I wanted to quickly go to budget again. And I noticed that this car insurance premium of $1137, that's not a monthly expense, and we counted it as a monthly expense. So if you notice you have payments that are every 6 months or every quarter or maybe once a year, like property taxes in Florida, for example, if you don't escrow, then we can take it out of the monthly and input it as an annual expense. So I'm going to actually go into transactions. I'm going to click on car insurance, and I'm going to change this to exclude from budget. That way it doesn't show up in our monthly anymore. Now, when I go back to activity, I'm going to lose that 1137 and I'm going to get 8673. If you remember, the mortgage payment was 2200. So our monthly expenses should go down about $1,100 from the 7,300 that we put in. So I'm going to go to expenses and I'm going to lower this down to 6150. Let's save that. So to see the immediate impact, we can go to retirement, and in the cash flow section, instead of now having that net negative, I think it was $1,500 or $1,200 of money that we were overspending every year, there's actually this new number, spend unsaved cash flow, of just under $6,099. This is really cool because a lot of you are going to see this. And what this means is, hey, we didn't tell the system where it's going. So the system's going to spend the money. It doesn't say, oh, we're going to put it in your 401k or your brokerage account. It just spends it. So for a lot of you, this is an opportunity to say, whoa, there's 30,000 unsaved cash flow. There's 5,000, there's 50,000 spend unsaved cash flow. What am I missing? Where is this money going? So to complete that car insurance payment, we're going to go to the profile, and there's an insurance section. So we can add an account, we can add insurance, we can put in auto, and 1137 times 2 is what? 2274. We're going to add that car insurance premium in, save it. Policy ends, let's say, end of the plan. You're probably going to have a car until your kids take it away from you. So we've got that in there. We go back to retirement. We're going to lose some of that $6,100 to the car insurance premium, but now you've got it, $2,274, and our spend unsaved cash flow is now $3,800. So if you feel really good about this, that's $3,800 that you could now put towards credit card debt. You could put towards savings. This person could potentially take their $500 a month of brokerage account savings and increase it to $800 by $300 each month, and see if that puts a dent in their monthly cash flow. Bang, you just saved $3,600 a year because you had the data to make you feel confident. Something else we want to be aware of as we look at this probability of success of 100%. If we go to the profile and we click on expenses, we have 6,150 in here. But if you notice, it says pre-retirement living expenses. Are we still going to spend money in retirement? Yes. So let's go to goals, and you're going to see retirement expenses. You will be spending money in retirement. We're going to use the same exact number of expenses that you have now to be safe. I have over 100 clients in retirement. They don't spend less money. Notice this is inflation adjusted. So this 6,150 is going to increase by 2.5% every year starting this year. So it's really not 6,150 when you turn 65. It's 6,150 compounded at 2.5%. Let's click save. And let's see if it impacted our probability of success. You'll see 97% still amazing, but there is a little bit less money to spend if you live till age 90 and everything works out perfectly. So next, you want to be honest and you want to really look at your expenses and say, hey, what am I missing? Like, we go on $10,000 of vacations a year. That's not accounted for because if I click on budget and I look at travel, $0. Just because I didn't travel last month, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to travel all year long. So the best place to put in an annual expense is by going to profile and going to goals and clicking on add a goal. You can add a vacation expense, a wedding expense. You could buy another property. In this case, put a vacation goal of $10,000 a year and start it in 2025. And we're going on vacation every year until we die. Goal ends, end of both plans. We're going to save it. And then we're going to go to retirement and immediately see that we're in the negative because we now have to pay for $10,000 of vacations. Okay. You'll notice what's missing is the savings into the brokerage account. The system has noticed that you're unable to save. So they just removed that $6,000 of savings altogether. So your savings has gone down and you have a net negative cash flow of $175 for the year. So let's see if that affected our probability of success. And saving less each year, we lost 7%. We're down to 90. Some people are thinking of buying that second home, maybe a cabin in Georgia or upstate New York or Wisconsin, whatever. So you go to profile, you go to goals, and you say, hey, does that totally mess me up? So we add the goal, we go to property, vacation home, purchase price is $150. We're going to put $20,30, and the property tax is $1,000. The insurance is $500. The maintenance is $1,000, and the down payment is, let's say, 20%. I'm going to take out a 30-year mortgage, and the interest rate's 6%. Save that. If you buy a $150,000 cabin with a 20% down payment, you will need $30,000 for that in 2030. So the system's going to take $30,000 and it's going to add the mortgage payment 5 years from now. Let's see what happens. Your probability of success has gone from 90 to 80, but you have a cabin. So congratulations. It looks like it may work out for you buying the cabin and still not running out of money by the time you reach age 90. A couple more ideas. Let's say you want to retire early, shut it down at 55. You go to profile, you hit goals, and you change your retirement age from 65 to 55. And then you save it, go back to the dashboard, and you now have a 2% probability of success. Maybe if you want to get to 55, you have to earn more, you have to save more, you have to spend less. Give you some food for thought on what it looks like to shoot for early retirement. Last thing I'll mention is, let's say you have some debt to pay off. You can go to the retirement cash flows, and in order to pay down debt, all you have is living expenses and goals to not put your money toward. You can eliminate vacation, take vacation down to $5,000 to free up $5,000 to pay off some debt. Or you can do a little bit of a deep dive in your expenses, click on dashboard, click on budget. It's up to you to say, I don't really need this self-care. I'm trying to pay off credit cards, $10,000 a year in self-care. Maybe I can get that down to $300 or $400 a month and start more aggressively paying towards my credit card. So you've got a lot of different options as it relates to manipulating the data and seeing how you could take from one area to potentially handle another. I will see you tomorrow for a bonus round, couple extras. Catch you later.